Allahu Akbar, Allah, 7 takbirat in the first rak'ah and 5 takbirat in the second rak'ah. You find the whole people in Salat al-Eid saying in a loud voice. All of this against the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. Back to our nasiha style and etiquette. There is a person come to explain that he respects and he loves and everything, but you know, what we're doing in this is violating the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. Another student of knowledge, he may come and say, this is bid'ah, by very crabby face and loud voice and straight sight and something like he wants to, as if he's dealing with an enemy. Okay? This is not good. And he may come later and say, I advised them and they never follow. That they will never follow. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَلَوْ كُنْتَ فَضًّا غَلِيظَ الْقَلْبِ لَانْفَضُّوا مِنْ حَوْلِكَ. Allah said to the Prophet himself, لَوْ كُنْتَ فَضًّا غَلِيظَ الْقَلْبِ, يعني if you become harsh, if you are harsh and with a dry heart, they will run. They will never follow you. That's to the Prophet. So what about us? If this for the Prophet, لو كان فظا فكيف لو كان غيره فظا؟ يعني إذا كان الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم لو كان فظا لانفضوا، فكيف لو كان غير الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم فظا؟ السلام عليكم. So we have to realize that the way that we deliver the nasiha. Everything is okay, but not talking during the halqa. This is not okay. Everything else is okay. Open the door, close the door, it doesn't matter. The way we deliver the nasiha, the way you advise him 60 times, who knows, maybe in the 61st he will accept in a nice way, every often. Sometimes if you advise him to pray and he doesn't pray, there is a certain ways, many different categories of nasiha. Sometimes after you come to your roommate, for example, you pray sunnah in front of him, pray in front of him. This is itself nasiha. When you're sitting with him in your house and saying, oh, I have to leave, it's the time of Maghrib, Assalamu alaikum, he would say, wa alaikum assalam. It sounds like normal. It's not normal. It's a nasiha itself. The nasiha, not only the direct one, there is indirect nasiha, there is nice nasiha. What about you have to go together to do something, shopping, for example. Say, okay, we meet at Masjid al-Islah and we go to the market from there. We have to use our mind, how to advise the others. And for the sake of argument, even if he doesn't accept and he's still on his way, we make dua for him. There is no need to expose. No need to expose. But we have some exceptions, of course. We have some exceptions. For example, if a third person come to you and say, what do you know about your roommate? Because he's coming to me to marry my daughter. Here, it's a consultation. The Prophet ﷺ says, Al-mustasharu mu'taman. Al-mustasharu mu'taman. I would say, I don't see him in the masjid. It's a backbiting, but here's like an exception, because it's a consultation exception. Or I may say, you know, if he come to marry my own daughter, I would say no. That's it. Briefly. It's not exposing in details. I saw him doing this, and I heard him saying this, and he's this, and this, and this, as if you are opening all of his awrat, weaknesses and negatives. No. You are mustashar, and you have to be in an exception to say what you know, because somebody come to you. You're not the one who go to expose him. No, somebody come to ask you. Shall I? You say, if you consult me, I would say no. That's it. So, actually, we are far away. Far. I know some students of knowledge, they spend the whole night talking about the others. And when the time of Fajr comes, they sleep, they fell asleep. This is this. This is stay away from him. This is don't talk to him. This is fasiq. This is this. This is hizbi. This is that. Oh, that person, no. And this one warn from that one. And this one, this, that. He said, they said, she said, blah, 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 blah. And before Fajr, they sleep. And they are students of knowledge. They are not just fusaq. That's why the Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forbid us from listening even. There is a question yesterday we spoke about. The key of you to follow the lesson and to benefit from the lesson of Khutbah al-Jum'ah yesterday. Do you remember what the question? The question to ask yourself. When a person come or a rumors start to be mentioned in front of you about a case, you ask yourself a question. What is the question? Remember?
Do I have knowledge?
Yeah, mashallah. Mashallah. Am I qualified to be a judge or a scholar? Do I have the tools? If the answer yes, then I have to listen to both versions. If the answer no, I'm not, then I'm not supposed even to answer to listen to the first version. Say, I don't want to hear this. The Almighty Allah said in Surah An-Nur, لولا إذ سمعتموه ظن المؤمنون والمؤمنات بأنفسهم خيرا وقالوا هذا إفك مبين. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not command the community in Medina during Hadithat al-Ifk, what happened with Aisha and Safwan ibn al-Mu'attil radiyallahu anhuma. Allah did not command the community to go to Aisha and go to Safwan and find out. Allah did not command Muslims to find out, to go to Aisha or to go to Safwan and find out what happened. Or you've been on the camel and he led the camel. Did he talk to you? Allah did not command us to find out. Finding out is not our job. Allah said, لولا إذ, يعني just right away, when you just hear something, say, that's lie, that's obvious lie. Actually, I don't know if it's lie or not, but this is what Allah told me to do. You have to say, that's lie, I don't want to hear it. Leave or I would leave. If anybody comes, start to talk about somebody else or about rumors, you have to stop it. If you don't stop it, so the Almighty Allah consider the person who listened exactly like the person who said. There is no difference. No difference between the person who listened and between the person who say. the slander or the backbiting or spreading the rumors. This akhlaq, it's the main reason of the message of the messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as narrated in the Sahih and the Sunan, that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said,